Hi, and welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to be doing part one of a three-part series on building your own lightbox or shadow box. In this portion of this series, we're going to just be starting out with the basic, like how to make your own layers as a template for whatever kind of lightbox or shadow box you want to build in the future. Let's get started. In order to build your own layered like shadow box, you need to make layers. So I'm going to take this square and I'm going to resize it to the size of the glass inside of my frame. I'll be using an 8x10 glass size. So there it is. I'm doing landscape style. So I have 8x10 there, and I want to do typically 4 layers with a background is what I like to do. So I'm going to have 5 rectangles, and I'm going to do one more for the cutting. So let's take 4 of these and move them to the side. And we're going to start with the top layer and cutting out the top layer. So I'm going to unlock this one, and I'm going to resize it to 2 inches down on each side. So 8x6. And that's going to leave a 1-inch border all the way around. So you see when I line it up like that, it's going to be a 1-inch border all the way around. If you reduce it by 2 inches per side, then you're going to have a 1-inch border. Okay, so I selected both, align center and slice. And this is going to be your top layer. And you're going to do the same thing. I like to have a 0.25 inch difference between my layers. So I'm going to be resizing this. If I like 0.25 border, then I need to cut a 0.5 from each side. So going down 0.5, I have to unlock my rectangle, and it's going to be a 7.5 by 5.5. Select both, align, center, slice. And there's that one. Okay. And if you're like, well, I'm not really sure what that looks like because it's way down there. You're right, it is way down there. So let's bring it up. I'm going to center this so you can see. I'm going to move that to the top. There you go. So you can see that that's going to be like the distance around the border inside the whole thing. Okay, so we're just going to reduce every time we cut, we're going to reduce by 0.5 inches. Okay, so here we go. I was at 7.5. I've got to unlock it and reduce it by half. So now we're going to go 7 by 5. Select both, align, center, and slice. Okay, I can send that to the back so you can kind of get an idea. So when I line it down here, it's going to be kind of like that. So you can see right there what it's going to look like. Okay, and one more layer. So one more time, going to reduce by half. Unlock it first, 6.5 by 4.5. Select both, align center. While it's still selected, slice. Move that to the side. We don't need these guys anymore, so I'm just going to delete those ones. And I'm going to select everything. I'm going to align by center. Doesn't look that impressive, right? You can't see the layers. Over here on the right-hand side, you can actually click and drag to wherever you want it to be. So the background can be in the background. The fattest one goes in the back, and the skinniest one goes in the front. So it's going to look like that. I would highly recommend you save it as a project and keep it somewhere else so that you have it for all time. But you can make this with any sizing. You just have to follow the 2 to 1 rule, I guess. So whatever you reduce it by, you're going to have half of that size as a border. So that's it for this portion of this series. Hopefully this gave you some material with which to work and figure out how to make the layers for whatever kind of size frame you have. I would love to hear in the comments what kind of stuff you're planning to make with your very own shadowbox or lightbox. In the next portion of the series, I'll be creating my Beauty and the Beast silhouetted lightbox. So I'll see you guys then. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Okay.